Hello traders, welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, hump day, for our trading week, September 23rd, 2015. Traders, great to be with you. I have to say it's what a great trading week it's been so far. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Hazy skies, my friends. It looks a little bit dark out there over the Gulf of Thailand. I think we might get some rain later. Hasn't been, last 2 days haven't been so nice, but it's been sticky and muggy. The humidity is really high. But that's alright, I'm in my office anyhow, trading Forex. Alright, remember traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading, and please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Alright, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series. Traders, I do record this during the Asia session, so you got plenty of hours before the London Open so you can get this information and figure out what kind of trade plans you've set up on your side, and hopefully we match and you got a good backup, right? I'm your backup. I'm not giving you the trade plan so you use my trade plan. I'm giving it so you can back up your trade plan, right? I think I just confused myself. Traders, I started trading in 2006. I retired from a 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic in the great state of Florida. Came to Thailand 9 days later, and it's 8 years later, and I'm still here trading Forex. And I'm looking always for probabilities and opportunities to enter trades through technical analysis using charts, support, resistance, price action, and fundamentals. Yes, you have to understand fundamentals. It's just, that's the error. You just need to know what's going on. You don't have to trade the news, but you have to know what's there. You have to know when big stuff's coming out. We got one coming out today. We'll get to that when we get to news and commentary. So, you know, I'm always looking, and I start my day early in the morning. I end late at night. I don't sit in front of my charts for 15 hours a day. However, I'm cognizant of what is going on during those 15 hours. So I know when to be in front of my charts, right? That's the secret, knowing when to be there and knowing when to make a decision to take a trade or not. All right, let's get the risk disclaimer out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay, let's head over to news and commentary. Let's take a look at the indices. US 30 closed negative 1.06%. The S&P 500 closed negative 1.23%. The NASDAQ was in the red at 1.50%. The small cap 2000 was also negative at 1.52%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone, where everybody was in the red and some quite high numbers. Look at this. The DAX closed negative 3.80%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 2.83%. The CAC 40 out of Paris closed negative 3.42%. And the Eurostock 50 out of Frankfurt closed at negative 3.41%. Those are some pretty high numbers, I have to say. Let's take a look at what's going on in Asia. Remember, the Nikkei out of Tokyo was closed today, so they are not trading. However, the S&P ASX 200 out of Australia was negative 1.69%. The Shanghai was negative 0.84% currently. And the Hang Seng is currently 2.29% in the red, and the Kospi is also in the red currently at negative 1.31%. That gives you an idea what's going on in the indices as we start our trading day. Let's take a look at the economic calendar and see what's going on and what we need to look out for. We just had some China PMI come out, and it was negative. We were expecting 47.6. Came out at 47th. It's their 7th month of contraction. However, there was absolutely no no movement in the charts over this. I don't think that was really that bad of a number, to be honest with you. I don't think we see anything like that. We do have data in London, actually right at the London Open. We have French flash manufacturing PMI. That's high impact news coming out 30 minutes later. We have German flash manufacturing PMI, and that is high impact. Then we come down to the U.S. session. We have Canada with core retail sales month on month. And 30 minutes after that, folks, that's a half hour before the New York Stock Exchange open, we have ECB President Draghi speaking, which you'll definitely need to be aware of that, because that will definitely affect currency trading. There's no doubt he will move the market, right? He will absolutely move the market. All righty. Commentary. I think it was a good trading week. I'm really excited about trading. Trading's been really nice this week. It's good to see all the pairs are back down to pre-FOMC announcement levels. They're back in their trends, and you know, they're just moving right along, chugging along. The hard part is entries. You know, entries is always an issue, and drawdowns and stop losses and that stuff. And and that's what makes our job fun and exciting at the same time. But if you have proper money management skills, if you lose a trade, we all lose trades, it's not a big deal, right? So let's get to the charts. Here's the euro dollar. This is a 30-minute chart, meaning each candlestick on the chart is 30 minutes in duration. Traders, I'm looking for a pullback to the 1200 area. Now, I know that's, 80 pips away, and I understand that. And I don't know if I want to wait for 80 pips to come back, but we need to, at a minimum, get to this daily pivot point. We can sell it from there, and at the 23.6. And that looks like an 1160, and then take it back down, and that's a 40 pip trade. So it's all what you look for, and just to see how this moves. Again, we have a lot of a lot of data coming out today, so I expect the euro to be pretty active, and we'll see how the dollar is. Being those indices were pretty poor, we might have a weak dollar today. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's very early. It's early in Asia, and we're actually getting ready to enter into the inactive zone. Let's head over to the pound. Pound's has been bullish for a long time. However, sold off yesterday, and I have to say, you just got to follow what's going on here. So I'm just waiting for this pullback. Let's get up to 54.16, and at the daily pivot point, and it's also the 38.2 pivot. So let's get up there and get this pullback, and then we'll just sell it back down to 53.51. Let's just stay with what's going on. Let's not let's not assume what's going to happen. Let's just stay with the river flow, right? It wants to be bearish, it's bearish. I always tell traders in the live trading room, and also in these videos, that you need to have a dollar chart up somewhere on your platform. You need to know what the dollar index is doing. There's plenty of sites out there. If you don't have it on your platform, you can get it, but you need to have a dollar index chart. You need to know if the dollar is strong or weak during your trading day. And I have a little laptop that I keep. It's a notepad, and I just keep it up, and the only thing that's on there is my dollar index chart. I just need to know if the dollar is strong or weak, and it's just a glance to my right to see if it is or it's not before I enter a trade, especially when you're trading these dollar pairs. Let's go to the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is bearish. It's been bearish. I never want to buy the Aussie dollar. I've been that way for probably almost 2 years now. So, however, we're in this range here, and we don't want to take any trades here, folks. This is not a place to enter a trade. Please do not enter trading. We need this pullback to the 7100 area, and then we can sell it. If this drops from here, there's really not a trade. You're coming up to support. And this is going to bounce there. Our 70.58 level is support, and then you look right under that. We got an S1 pivot point. So, I really don't want to sell there. I want this to pull back and give us some sort of a pullback. And, the Aussie's good about that. And I think we'll have no problem getting the pullback that we're looking for. We just need some volatility in the markets. And like I said, we're in the inactive zone of Asia right at the moment, so it's going to take some time. Okay, let's go look at the Euro Aussie. This pair is pretty wild as usual. This is bearish, and my concern is if you look at the daily chart, it's absolutely sitting right on the 200 exponential moving average. So pretty funky that it's sitting on the 200 exponential moving average, and we're sitting on the daily pivot point. So I want to sell this, and I want to get a candlestick below the daily pivot, close confirmation, then we can sell this down to 56.10. We'll sell it about 56.90, 56.85, somewhere in there. We'll sell this. The other issue is this can turn around and bounce off of this and continue to the upside. So you just have to watch this. This is a pair you just got to watch and work with it, and just watch your higher time frames. If you're trading a 15-minute chart, at a minimum you should be looking at a 4-hour chart and watching your higher time frames. Okay. I like to go 2 time frames above what I trade. So I enter and exit my trades on a 30-minute. So I'm always looking at a 4-hour and a daily time frame for my entries, or my planning, I should say. And then my entries are on a 30-minute chart. All right, let's take a look at the euro yen. It's been bearish. It remains bearish. Again, we're in this range here. It's in the middle of nowhere. We needed to pull back up to the daily pivot point, also the 38.2 pivot at 133.98, and we'll take it down to 133.46. Nice 47 pip trade, 50 pip trade. However, we're in the middle here. We don't have enough pips on either side. There's no entry here. If it doesn't happen, just don't trade it. There's no trade here, folks. Please don't cut your don't be giving money back to the broker, right? Right? We don't want to be giving money back to the broker, right? That's the whole idea of trading. Don't give money back to the broker. All right. Okay, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. You know, all I want to do is sell the New Zealand dollar. Always want to sell the New Zealand dollar. We're at a great spot. We're at an entry spot, folks. We're at 6301, 0.6301. I want to sell it. We're at a daily pivot point. We're at a perfect place to sell this. This is where I would want to do it. And, you know, this is where you should consider it. This is where it's going to happen, right? So if we get a bearish candlestick, you know, just enter it. And, you know, for your stop loss, and I don't talk about stop losses because I don't know what your account is. I don't know what your money management is. But this is just, you know, just put your stop above that daily pivot point, about 10 pips. And the trade's either going to work or it's not, right? And if it doesn't, you're out of there and you're going to get a 10 pip loss. You know, better than a 40 pip loss or a 50 pip loss, right? So this is in a good spot right now to take this short. And just something to keep an eye on. Again, if you have a dollar chart somewhere that you can get reference to, you'll know when the dollar gets strong. And then, you know, that's a good confirmation. Take this thing short, and you're going to see another red candle, right, on your time frame that you're trading. All right, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Hope that helped you out a little bit. Traders, I'd like to thank you for joining me for the market opening preview on a Wednesday, hump day, September 23rd, 2015. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL, FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. It's got a great economic calendar, great trading, great site. You can open up an account. You can do a lot of stuff, demo, live. Great place to check out. Check out our site. It's pretty interesting. Traders, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.